A pleasant day to everyone. I am Noel C. Maris Jr. from Group 5. Together with Jevi Atamosa and Christian Tero, we will be reporting technology collaborative tools in the digital world. First, let me introduce to y'all our learning outcomes. Identify and explore collaborative tools or applications that can be integrated into instruction. In this video discussion, we will be mainly talking about these different collaborative tools and applications that can be embedded into instruction, learning, and group collaboration. Second, build a platform or an online account that can be used for collaborative work. Most of these tools require one to register, so we're gonna find out how to build an account, how does it work, its specialization, and more. The learners of this generation are a new kind of breed, and it is essential that teachers understand how to deal with them. So, from that phrase, a new kind of breed, we are citizens under the influence of technology. Specifically, we are called digital citizens or netizens. Unlike the old times, everything is convenient and easy for us now. This applies to the field of education where student-teacher interaction happens. The world transitioned from passive learning to an active one. The learners has all access to essential information and the only thing they need to do is to verify it if it is valid or not. Creating and producing something is what they prefer to do, rather than becoming consumers of information inside the classroom. With the advent of technology, more interactive space have rose, which allowed most, if not all, educators to take advantage to make that learning fundamentally better. Learners before in their respective rooms simply learn, retain, and memorize a piece of information. When you think of it, it sounds very draining and tiring because all you should do is remember that information without internalizing it. You take an exam, you finish it because you memorized all the topics discussed. Now that technology has arrived, it opened new opportunities for teachers to make learning happen, but in a way that learners are able to fully understand and internalize it. And the answer for that was simply none other than the technology. They seem to be investing a huge amount of their time in a digital social environment, although they can be more self-educated in choosing what they want to learn and how they want to learn. So one way to engage students rather is to give them a challenge and a chance to work together. So how can this be possible? So especially now that our country is still in a pandemic, distance and online learning is now a prevalent choice in most schools. In the year 2020, the use of technology tools have been immensely emphasized. Different software applications made student-teacher interaction virtually possible. Some of these apps are Google Meet, Zoom, and Messenger video call. Talking and engaging is made possible with the aforementioned apps. Interaction virtually is a whole new experience, but the main goal, which is to keep that cycle of learning going on, is still present. Now, students are often challenged how they are going to collaborate given that they are far from each other. How will group works and group tasks work out when they are not physically present? Introducing technology collaborative tools in the digital world. These software and applications allowed students in group works to work collaboratively to finish a specific task. Together, they can edit, suggest, add, research, talk, and submit one single output that is done with their collaborative efforts. Fun fact: this group reporting is made possible using Google Documents, wherein we are all able to work with one single document file. This creative and stunning PowerPoint presentation is made possible with Canva. Now let's dive into more of these technology collaborative tools that you, I, and everyone can use.
My name is Christian Ninititero. So as we discuss the technological collaborative tools in the digital world as introduction, we have to discuss the first is the software that is called Skype. It is a software that applications that allows you to do video conferencing for free. So this Skype is uses from 2003. It started a brief history of Skype. It started from 2003 and discovered by Estonian developers Zaiti Helja and Priit Kasesalu, Jaitan, and some Danish developers Janus Frisch and Swedish Niklas Zetron. The meaning of Skype is Sky peer to peer. So that is called Skype. Skype was started from the beta version in the PC computer launched in, as I said, in 2003. And technically, this much evolves in also in education. This evolves in education that teaches uses for teaching, also teaching for knowledge and for also conferencing from one another to contacts in all in our what do we define this old years in like in 2003 where technology is not so useful, not useful, but in terms of teaching, not yet used. But at the same time, as we move forward and evolve, the Skype can be also be used, not used, but also other uses as Google Meet, like now Google Meet as an example of others like from Skype. And the other one is Wiki. Wiki is a software that allows you to create a page or a selection of pages that allows you to post or upload a link quickly. So the brief history of Wiki is that wikis can be dated from 1995. So it is started from dated back from 1995 when an American programmer Ward Cunningham created a collaborative technology for organizing information website. So this was started in organizing website that is in a Hawaiian term meaning quick, which is called a new software. Before it was called Wiki, we have Web. Attracted by this alliteration, which is also matched to the abbreviation of the World Wide Web or www. Also, wikis were inspired by Apple's Hypercar program, which allows users to create virtual card stacks, information with the host connections, links, or among virtual cards. So it is not only that wikis can be also be a post that can be edited. It can be also used as a website to have a knowledge for simplification and other uses that can be also be used in teaching and etc. And it is also used in suggested by the idea of the Vannevar Bush in 1995 Atlantic Monthly article, as we might think in the older version of the wiki. At the same time, HyperCard Stacks implemented the Bush version, an older version, but the program relied the users to create both text and link. For example, one might take musical score of a symphony and annotate from different sections with different cards to link together. So, wiki is like a older, before it was an older card that was implemented by Vannevar Bush, and as times goes by, it created another versions. It can be used in the blogging, as I will mention by Eva in the next example. And also that's for now my topic. So the continuous topic about blogging, which we'll discuss by Eva. And yeah, so Eva is your tables is yours for now for explaining blogging. Thank you.
Blogging. So what is a blog? First, let's go over a brief history. In 1994, Swarthmore College student Justin Hall is credited with the creation of the first blog, Links.net. At the time, however, it wasn't considered a blog, just a personal homepage. In 1997, Jorn Berger, blogger for Robot Wisdom, coined the term weblog, which was meant to describe his process for logging the web as he surfed the internet. The term weblog was shortened to blog in 1999 by programmer Peter Merholz. To define a blog, so a blog is an online journal or informational website displaying information in reverse chronological order with the latest post appearing first at the top. It is a platform where a writer or a group of writers share their views on an individual subject. So the benefits of blogging for students are: it promotes self-expression, it develops analytical thinking, it exercises students' creativity, it improves students' writing skills, and encourages the sharing of resources among students and teachers. Blogging gives students the opportunities to speak their unique voices. Students can practice their communication and conversation skills when they comment on others' posting or reply to others' feedback on their blogs. Blogging can also help students be courteous and thoughtful. Blogging develops students' analytical thinking and increases learning to a higher level, not merely just understanding and remembering instructional materials. Before their thoughts can be written down, students need to analyze the subject and then clarify their thoughts about the subject. Then, they need to carefully formulate and stand by their own opinions. Blogging encourages students to contemplate how their opinions might be interpreted and reflected upon by others. Now, the benefits of blogging for instructors is that, from the instructor's point of view, blogs can be used for their own professional development. It promotes the exchange of their teaching experiences or ideas for transforming education. In addition, instructors are able to share where to find free software and educational tools. Now, the last on the list for technology collaborative tools in the digital world is Google Groups or Google Forms. Google Groups became operational in February 2001 following Google's acquisition of Digi's Unisys archive. Digi News had been operational since March 1995. Google Groups allows any user to freely conduct and access threaded discussions via either a web interface or email. What is a Google Group? According to Google, it's a tool where you can send an email to everyone in a group with one address, invite a group to an event, or share documents with a group. You can also create an online forum to discuss a popular technology or answer questions about a product. Google Groups allow you to communicate with colleagues by sharing a common email address. Once a group has been created, you can use the group to set up chat rooms, invite all users to a Google Meet, and share documents for collaboration. On the other hand, Google Forms is a free online tool from Google which allows users to create forms, surveys, and quizzes as well as to collaboratively edit and share the forms with other people. Educators can use Google Forms to assess their students at the beginning of the class and gauge pre-existing knowledge. Google for Education gives teachers the freedom to spend more time personalizing the learning experience and less time managing it. Students can learn 21st century problem solving and the skills they'll use in their future careers with accessibility features that help every student do their best work. Finish the report, we will left you with a quote by David Warlick, and it says, "We need technology in every classroom and in every student and teacher's hand because it is the pen and paper of our time and it is the lens through which we experience much of our world." That would be all for technology collaborative tools in the digital world. We hope you learned something new. Thank you.